So I'm working on a pair of these vintage Wharfedale Dovedale 3s. And they sound amazing. I've never heard these before, but they are just really good speakers. Unfortunately, looks like somebody dropped the speaker on the corner. So it's kind of like pushed and pushed out and pushed in. Top's pretty bad too. So what I'm gonna do is try to salvage the wood that's remaining here and put in some stuff filler in that corner and kind of paint it as good as I can to make it look acceptable, at least. So that's what this project is, and what I'm going to start with is just take a knife and start pulling some of this particle board, because this is smushed and the particle board is pushed up underneath the veneer, and it's making it jut out. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get that pulled out and just get this all kind of flattened, I guess, at the beginning. Get this top, get that veneer kind of pulled up from the particle board, and just kind of get everything leveled out, and then get some filler underneath there and get that whole area stabilized. And then try to make a new corner on this. Last step will be to go ahead and paint that as good as I can match it. It's obviously, it's not going to be, it's never going to look like the same unless you use walnut veneer. But you know, in this case, I'm trying to make it look as good as I can. So I'll be back. Okay, so I've pulled a lot of the crunched up particle board out from behind the veneer. So this is fairly smooth at this point. But what I've got to do is get some glue in there to hold it where I want it to hold it. So I think what I'm going to do is put some CA glue in there and have it hold the veneer in place and get that all stabilized, and then I'll come back and put some filler in to smoothen the areas where the veneer isn't. So anyway, that's what's coming up next. So now I've got the corner stabilized, and what I did is I ended up using a lot of that particle board that came out of there along with super glue. Kind of looks like peanut brittle, but it's solid. It's all wood with super glue in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some more super glue on top of this just to level it out a little bit. And I'll take my file and sand that down some, and we'll see how it looks. So I pretty much filled that in with, you know, broken pieces of dust from particle board and CA glue. So I'm going to go ahead and file that some, and we'll see. We'll definitely need some areas that still have to be filled in, but you know, it's looking better than it did before. So I filed it down, and so what's left are just some little pockets. I'm gonna grab some spackling, put it in there, and fill the little holes, and we'll start painting and making it look nice. Also, I discovered a bonus thing here that I'm also going to try and get out. You see how far that's sunk in there. I don't understand who drops these things all the time, but I guess over 50 years something is to be expected. So I'm gonna play around with that one too, see if I can get that one out. So this is I put a lot of spackling on there just so hopefully I got all the little dings nooks and crannies off of there. So now I'll sand it down and then take a short video of that and then paint it. Okay, so it's a corner again. Still looks pretty terrible at this point, but it's been reshaped into a corner. Now I've got to paint this area black, obviously, and then come through and try to make that look like wood grain again. So I'll paint this black and we'll see what it's looking like. Almost back to normal looking. This, believe it or not, looks pretty bad, but this is all level here. So now I just need to make this look like this again. So I'm going to use some walnut gel stain and try to paint that on and make that look normal again. So here we go. Here's the finished product. I mean, nothing's ever going to be perfect unless you re-veneered the whole thing, but it's a corner again. And I hope you enjoyed that, maybe learned something. Probably knew more than me in the first place, but you never know. And thanks for watching.